Hello, welcome to our channel as we adjust our camera. This is coming from the Police Tribune. I didn't know there was a Police Tribune. Welcome to Mount 4, the Blue News Mount, the only pro-police video channel on the internet. We're bringing this story to you because the cop has been suspended for his actions, pending an investigation. And we are the first one to broadcast this nationwide and across the world, that the investigation is silly because an Indiana fugitive brought a chainsaw to a gunfight, then swaps it for a shotgun and still loses. So what happened? Lincolnia, Indiana, Harris County Deputy Sheriff shot a suspect who pointed a shotgun at him on Friday when he went to a home in Laconia to arrest a fugitive on multiple warrants, both in Indiana and Kentucky. Now, you got to be quite the criminal to get warrants for your arrest in Indiana and in Kentucky. This guy's quite the criminal. The Indiana State Police said Harrison County Sheriff's Deputy Shauna Sullivan went to the resident on 10,000 block of North Tobacco Landing Road on 4 November to arrest the 28-year-old Michaels W. Kearns. Officials said the Deputy O'Sullivan arrived at Kearns' residence. He found the fugitive standing inside a detached garage with the door open. So he says, "Hey, you know what? We're here to see you." And Sean said, "Hey, Michael, we're here to see you. You know you've got all these warrants out for your arrest." ISP said the Deputy Sullivan was wearing a full Sheriff's Department uniform and driving a marked car. So the guy he couldn't mistake it. When he arrived at the home, he could not have been mistaken for anything other than a cop. Authorities said that initially the suspect walked towards the deputy carrying a chainsaw. Okay, I can understand. He's working with a chainsaw. He takes a step forward and said, "Who are you?" It takes about 7 seconds for the brain to engage. Okay. ISP said that Kearns ignored the Deputy Sullivan's command and instead went further into the garage and grabbed a shotgun. Officials said the preliminary investigation indicated that Kearns raised the shotgun and pointed it at the deputy. The suspect fired 3 times and hit him in the shoulder. Kearns was taken into custody by deputies after he was shot, and they immediately rendered first aid and brought him to the hospital. He was transported to the University Hospital. The state police said Kearns was expected to survive his wounds. He got hit in the shoulder. He fired 3 shots and he hit him once in the shoulder. Okay, that's not very good shooting. The Harris County Sheriff's Office said Deputy O'Sullivan had been placed on paid administrative leave. Now, there were 3 cop cameras and 3 police uniform cameras when they arrested him. Okay, so there's no doubt about what happened. Let's see if we can get a further picture. Well, there was a further picture, but you know how the FDA steals pictures off the internet. Authorities said that Kearns will be facing multiple more charges when he is released from the hospital. So basically, the cops come to this guy's garage and say, "Hey guy, we're here to talk." Deputy Sean said, "I'm a cop. That's my car. We're here to talk." And Kearns took a step, realized what was going on, picked up a shotgun, pointed it at the deputy. The deputy fired 3 times. Hit him right here in the right shoulder. Down he went. He grabbed the shotgun, got it out of his hands, said, "You have multiple arrests for you. You know, you're a really bad boy." There's 3 dash cams on the police car that catch this. There's 3 police cameras that catch this, and he's still under investigation. Now, Indiana State Police, you have a lot to explain why you have 6 cameras on this scene. The guy pulls a shotgun out on a cop, and the cop shoots first. You have a lot to explain, Indiana State Patrol, on why this guy is being investigated. A lot to explain. I don't believe there was a search warrant. But that being said, since he had several warrants out for his arrest, I understand why the cop said, "You're coming with us. You've been a bad boy." The judge that let him out of jail is responsible for these actions and should be jailed, but Indiana State Police, you don't have the guts to jail the judge. Because your little people at the top are nothing but little Luciferian priests who hang out with these judges. So you don't have the guts to jail the judge that let this guy out of prison. But I hope he never sees the light of day. And I hope the Indiana State Police chokes on its own puke because they suspended Deputy O'Sullivan. So I hope the head of the Indiana State Police and all his staff start choking on their lies and insinuating that Deputy O'Sullivan did something wrong. The guy pulled a shotgun out on him, Indiana State Police. That's why we have this channel. We're here to tell the truth, to keep cops out of trouble when they do what's right. And in this case, they do what's right. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. That guy should never see the light of day, but some judge is going to let him out in 2 weeks, and you're going to have the same thing. He's going to point another shotgun at a cop, and this time the cop may not be so lucky. This guy, the judge, needs to be taken out of action permanently and off the bench. So there it is. Now you know the rest of the story and how the public feels about it. There's no way that this guy should ever get out of jail. He's a menace to society. He's a menace to himself. We need to have tent cities where we don't spend $200,000 a year on these jerks. We need to have tent cities, and they need to grow their own food. And the unions objecting to it, their union leaders need to be removed from planet Earth, and we need to make jails and camps for these nutcases. Or he's going to do it again and again and again, only this time the cops won't be so lucky. Deal with him, Harris County Sheriff's Deputy. You need to deal with him. And isn't it interesting that a Harrison County Sheriff's Deputy shot the suspect, but the Indiana State Police are involved in the investigation because they have all the satanic priests at the Indiana State Police Department. Harris County Sheriff's Department, it seems that you're at war with the Indiana State Police, and you need to stick up for your own people. God bless. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you tomorrow.